The dark truth they don't want you to know. What if I told you that the diamond on your finger has a past drenched in blood, that it may have fueled wars, armed child soldiers, and left entire villages in ruins? And what if I told you that the entire diamond industry is built on a deception so massive, it's shaped economies, toppled governments, and manipulated millions into believing a lie? The truth about blood diamonds is far more sinister than you've been led to believe. These shimmering stones have sparked brutal conflicts, not over oil, not over gold, but over tiny, glittering rocks that have cost countless lives. And here's the chilling part: it's still happening today. By the time you reach the end of this video, you'll never see diamonds the same way again. We unearth the hidden truths they don't want you to know. From the dark secrets of global industries to the silent forces shaping our world, we dig deep and expose what lies beneath the surface. If you're ready to challenge everything you thought you knew, hit that subscribe button. Because once you see the truth, there's no turning back. Today, we're diving into the brutal truth behind blood diamonds. Stick around because in just a few minutes, you'll understand why diamonds aren't just expensive. They come at a deadly price. Diamonds and war, the brutal reality. For decades, diamonds have fueled some of the world's deadliest conflicts. But why are these tiny gemstones so powerful? Because they are small, easy to smuggle, and hold immense value, making them the perfect currency for warlords, terrorist groups, and corrupt officials. One of the most infamous cases happened in Angola during the 1990s. A brutal civil war raged between the government and a rebel group known as UNITA, led by Jonas Savimbi. To fund their war, UNITA seized control of diamond-rich territories, exploiting miners and forcing civilians into hard labor. Every year, they sold around 500,000 carats of diamonds on the black market, using the money to purchase weapons and ammunition. The conflict turned into a proxy war, with the US backing the rebels and the Soviet Union supporting the government. The cost? More than 500,000 lives lost, all because of diamonds. But Angola wasn't alone. In Sierra Leone, diamonds became a tool of terror. Rebel forces from the Revolutionary United Front, RUF, used diamonds to trade for arms, fueling a decade-long civil war. Their tactics were horrific, massacring villages, cutting off civilians' hands and legs, and enslaving thousands of children, turning them into soldiers. The world watched in horror, but the blood diamond trade continued. The business of blood diamonds. You might be wondering, how did these warlords even sell their diamonds? After all, warlords don't run jewelry stores. The shocking truth? Western businessmen and major diamond markets were buying them, knowingly. Take Serge Muller, a Belgian businessman infamous for his role in the blood diamond trade. Known as Mr. Blood Diamond, he played a key role in smuggling weapons into war zones. Muller secretly acquired weapons from Romania, then traded them with Sierra Leone's government in exchange for lucrative diamond mining rights. His deals ensured that both rebels and corrupt officials had access to an endless supply of arms, all paid for with diamonds soaked in blood. But he wasn't the only one. Even major diamond dealers in London and Antwerp, two of the world's biggest diamond hubs, were knowingly purchasing conflict diamonds. These bloodstained gems made their way into global markets, eventually reaching luxury jewelry stores where customers had no idea they were funding wars and atrocities. And who was actually mining these diamonds? Children. Thousands of them, some as young as 10 years old, were forced to work in horrific conditions digging through muddy pits, constantly at risk of mine collapses. Those who failed to find enough diamonds, beaten, starved, or worse. Many drowned in flooded tunnels, their lives lost for someone else's profit. The Hollywood cover-up. For years, the world turned a blind eye to blood diamonds, but that changed in 2006 when Hollywood put the issue in the spotlight. The movie Blood Diamond, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, exposed the horrifying reality of conflict diamonds, showing how they fueled wars, destroyed lives, and led to unimaginable suffering. The film's brutal depiction of forced labor, child soldiers, and violence made people question where their diamonds really came from. The impact was immediate. Diamond sales began to drop. Consumers no longer saw these gems as just a symbol of love. They saw the bloodshed behind them. The diamond industry was in crisis, and De Beers, the world's largest diamond company, knew they had to act fast. So, they launched a massive public relations campaign. Hollywood celebrities were paid to wear diamonds at every major event: the Oscars, the Met Gala, even the covers of fashion magazines. The goal? To distract the public, to remind them that diamonds were still a status symbol, a sign of wealth and romance. But the damage was already done. The world had seen the truth. Activists pushed harder, the public demanded change, and under growing pressure, governments were finally forced to act. The Kimberley Process, a broken solution. In 2003, the diamond industry introduced the Kimberley Process, a certification system designed to prevent conflict diamonds from entering the market. On paper, it sounded like the perfect solution, ensuring that only clean diamonds could be legally sold. But in reality, the system was riddled with loopholes. Take the Central African Republic, CAR, in 2013. The country was banned from selling diamonds due to an ongoing civil war, yet within months, those very diamonds were being smuggled across the border into the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Once inside, they were relabeled as conflict-free and re-entered the global market, completely bypassing the ban. Even worse, the Kimberley Process only bans diamonds sold by rebel groups, not by governments. That means when Zimbabwe's military brutally seized control of the Marange diamond fields, killing over 200 miners and forcing thousands into slave labor, their diamonds were still certified and sold legally around the world. The system, meant to stop blood diamonds, was actually helping to cover them up. The diamond industry's biggest lie. There's a massive secret the diamond industry doesn't want you to know. Diamonds are not rare. Unlike gold, which has real scarcity and intrinsic value, diamonds are only expensive because of a carefully controlled illusion created by none other than De Beers, the company that monopolized the diamond trade for decades. They own massive stockpiles of diamonds hidden away in vaults and release them in small amounts to keep prices artificially high. Think about it. If diamonds were truly rare, how could every jewelry store have cases filled with them? The truth is, there's an abundance of diamonds, but by limiting supply and inflating demand, companies like De Beers have tricked consumers into believing these stones are priceless treasures. But here's the worst part. Diamonds have almost no resale value. The moment you walk out of a jewelry store, your diamond loses 50% to 80% of its value. Try selling it back, and you'll be shocked at how little you're offered. That's why the industry pushes the slogan, "A diamond is forever," not because it's a symbol of love, but because once you buy it, you're stuck with it. The resale market is a brutal reality the diamond industry never wants you to question. The future, lab-grown diamonds. The good news? There's a way to enjoy diamonds without the bloodshed. Lab-grown diamonds offer a stunning, ethical alternative. These aren't fake or synthetic. They are chemically, physically, and optically identical to mined diamonds. The only difference? They're created in a controlled environment rather than being extracted from conflict zones. Lab-grown diamonds come with huge benefits. First, they cost up to 10 times less than natural diamonds, making them a smarter investment. Second, they are eco-friendly, requiring far less energy and leaving no devastated landscapes or exploited workers behind. Most importantly, they are 100% ethical, no child labor, no warlords, and no funding of violent conflicts. And because they're not controlled by a global diamond cartel, lab-grown diamonds are shaking up the industry. More and more consumers are making the switch, choosing transparency, sustainability, and affordability over outdated traditions. That brings me to today's sponsor, Varnia.com, a company with over 125 years of experience in fine jewelry. They are leading the way in ethical luxury, offering stunning, high-quality lab-grown diamonds for modern consumers who care about both beauty and responsibility. If you're looking for a guilt-free, breathtaking diamond, Varnia is the future. So next time you see a diamond, remember, it might have been bought with blood, but now you have a choice. Thanks for watching, and until next time.